no stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town.
Hey guys, so I am back. Oh, I'm Mecki if you're new here. And if you are not new here, welcome back. It is very early, so I'm talking low because I don't want to wake my kids up. But I know I was super late giving my Bachelorette recap last week. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this the next day this time. I was trying to stay up late and do the Bachelorette recap after the episode, but I was honestly falling asleep during the episode, and I'm probably going to fall asleep during every episode because it comes on so late. I need y'all to do better. I feel like before, in the past seasons, it was coming on from 8 to 10, and then now with Claim to Fame, which I love, coming on at 8, we have to wait all the way till 9 o'clock for the Bachelorette. So excuse these late recaps, but hopefully you are enjoying them. And yeah, let's just hop right into it. So the guys moved into the mansion, and there were 19 guys remaining, I think, that moved in. And Charity chose to go on her first date. So this week she had one solo date and 2 group dates. The first date was with Aaron B. And it was so, I feel like all the dates are always the same on The Bachelor and Bachelorette. I mean, but also I know there's not really that much you can do. And for this to be the 20th season of The Bachelorette, and I don't even know how many seasons of The Bachelor, it's kind of like, okay, well, what ideas do you have? I feel like they should make a suggestion box. I never seen any pottery dates. Producers, if you're watching, pottery is a good idea. But I don't know. That's where my ideas stop. Okay. Or it doesn't stop there, but y'all got to start paying me if you want some date ideas. All right. Anyway, so her and Aaron B, basically, she came to the house to get him, and she was in this old school, which I love, old school cherry red Mustang. And if it wasn't cherry red, then whatever, like red Mustang drop top, so bomb. I love a good old school Mustang. And yeah, they went on a date. As they were driving to the date, you know, he was saying how he has like a military family, military background. She also had the same experience growing up. They went to the Hollywood sign. So it was the 100th year of the Hollywood sign being there, which is, I mean, obviously I'm not 100 yet, so it's like clearly a staple. It's been there longer than I've been born. But you know what? As an LA native, I've never been to the Hollywood sign. I feel like real LA people, maybe let me not say real LA. I feel like LA people don't even really be going to these tourist spots like that. But they went, and it kind of made me think like, dang, I want to go. Like, I want to go visit the Hollywood sign. But yeah, basically they were there for the 100th, or to celebrate the 100-year anniversary, and they had like a little picnic, and that was cute. It seemed like they have a lot of similarities in common. They both want, you know, they talked about their parents' relationships, and they both want to have these long relationships and marriages, kids, etc. And their date was a little vanilla, but I do feel like he seemed genuine. Like he really does seem genuine when wanting to be married. So that's a good start. She seemed interested. They went to dinner. Again, that was kind of, everything was just really straight. So there wasn't really anything exciting for me for their date. They had, of course, he got the rose during the dinner portion. Lauren Elena performed. I do wonder who picks the performers. So did Charity ask for her to be a performer? Like, or do production, do they pick? It's always interesting to see like who picks these people. But yeah. Okay, anyway, so that was the date with Aaron and Charity. And you guys will see me looking down because I wrote hella notes. I feel like there was so much that went on the episode last night. I was like, oh my God, I feel like I never made this many notes. I felt like I was studying for an exam. Okay, anyway, commercial break. Paris Hilton, love her. She has a commercial with Taco Bell. I know this is not related to The Bachelorette by any means, but it was on the episode break, commercial break of The Bachelorette. So I kind of get to talk about it. Literally love Paris Hilton. She's like the OG. Okay. But yeah, she had a That Top commercial. So if you haven't seen it, go find it because she's so cute. And we share the same birthday. Love Paris. Okay. Anyway, next there was a group date at the beach. Again, nothing that hasn't been done before. I don't even know all the guys that went on that. Look, you can go watch the episode yourself if you want to know which guys went to the beach. I don't know. Just know that there was a date of guys at the beach. Jesse walked up in a blazer. Jesse, did you know you was about to be at the beach today? That was funny. But anyway, they basically played dodgeball, wearing Speedos, of course. And there were like women like cheering and like doing what's the little cat call that the construction workers do when a fine lady walk by. And I'm like, would this also be a thing if the roles or if the gender was reversed? Like, would they ever put women in bikinis and have a bunch of guys over there like cat calling them? Don't know, but I'm not gonna dig too deep into that because I do feel like people get sensitive over so much now. But that was just like my thought in the moment, like, what are y'all extra ladies doing here? Anyway, so the guys are in their Speedos. I feel like I honestly started dozing off during this because it was just a normal, I feel like this is dodgeball 4 is what they said. So their 4th time playing dodgeball. We all know how that goes. The pink team won, so they were able to get extra time. And then they chose Adrian. He was on the opposing team, but he was the MVP. So he was able to join on that group date. And again, this is where I started dozing off. And I may end up rewatching this portion of the episode just so I can be completely in the loop. But apparently Adrian called out Brayden for his behavior in the house. I think he has like spring break vacation vibes behavior. So he, feels like he has a daughter. Adrian has a daughter. He's like, I left my daughter for something serious. Like, I'm trying to really find love. And some people are here playing games. He brought it to Charity's attention. Of course, Charity got upset because she's seriously looking for love too. She confronted the guys about the behavior and how it was disappointing to her. Long story short, John ended up getting the rose for the group date. Okay, the last and final date of the evening was they had the previous bachelorettes, Rachel and Gabby. They joined Charity and some more another group of guys for the longest kissing competition. So the previous winner was Sean, I believe. Sean was the previous record holder. And I don't know. I was like, wait, is she about to kiss all these guys on the date? Like, granted, it was like only 5 or 6 guys on this date. But I was like, does she have to kiss them? She didn't have to kiss them, y'all. They ended up asking questions. And then she got to see like who had the best answers. Michael was on that date. I told y'all about Michael last week, but Michael was on that date. And at first I was like, girl, are you just saying whatever Michael says so he can be the winner in the end and be the one to kiss you? But then it didn't end up working like that. That was just my little off prediction. Joey, she chose Joey as the winner, and he was so into her throughout the whole thing. Like, he was staring into her soul, okay? Joey was loving any chance he could get to stare at Charity and make sure he knows, like, you and me must never part. That is the energy Joey was giving. So they had to break the record. The previous record was 3 minutes and 22 seconds. So they kissed for 4 minutes and 25 seconds. I cannot imagine kissing nobody for 4 minutes and 25 seconds. Like, kissing is so gross to me. If kissing is gross to you, let me know in the comments below. And this is a serious thing. I really want to know who else thinks kissing is gross. Like, kissing is so gross. Okay. So after they won the record, and I felt bad for all the other guys, they had to sit there and watch them kiss for a whole 4 minutes and 25 seconds. I didn't see not one person looking away. I definitely would be like, all right, I'll see y'all in the car. Where's the van? Like, hopefully it's snacks in there. I'm not sitting here watching y'all kiss for no 4 minutes and 25 seconds, but that's just me. But anyways, Joey, since he won that group date competition portion, he was able to move on for a one-on-one, and all the other guys went back to the house. And when they got back to the house, they told the rest of the guys who were at the mansion already, like, how the date went. And here come Brayden being so dramatic and like, oh no, that's not cool. Like, she gonna have to say something to me to make me stay, or I'm packing my bags and I'm going home. Like, Brayden, bye. I know last week I said I like Brayden, but this week Brayden was just doing too much. Of course, he was being cocky about winning the first impression rose last week, but he just also was just too much. Like, he was acting very young, okay? So that was annoying. Okay, back to the date with Joey and Charity, because that's what it was supposed to actually be about. He talked about his parents, you know, getting a divorce when they were younger, and he said the reason for the divorce, his dad came out as gay, so but his mom and dad were able to still have a healthy, supportive relationship, like co-parenting, it seemed. And you know what was most important was that they all just kept the love for each other. At least that's what I heard from it. So yeah, ultimately he ended up getting the rose on their what was a group date turned one-on-one date. Joey ended up getting a rose, and I thought that was sweet. He seems like a nice guy. Last but not least, it's time for, okay, the rose ceremony, or not the rose ceremony yet, the cocktail party. She ended up canceling the cocktail party and said, let's do a barbecue. Now, one thing about me, I'm always down for a barbecue. I feel like I didn't see any food though. I could have fell asleep again. Maybe I shouldn't be doing recaps if I be falling asleep, but whatever. Okay, so, oh, remember last week I told you I think Sean went home? Sean didn't go home yet, guys. He's not gonna win. I mean, he's not gonna be the person in the end. So maybe that was just an early prediction, but Sean was still there. Dalton, which I said last week, he needs to be more aggressive, or maybe the word is not aggressive, maybe it's assertive. He was everything he needed to be. He definitely made sure to show up, pull Charity to the side, talk to her, and you know, he was able to be more vulnerable, like get to express himself and who he is. So he showed his, what is it called, like resident alien card from when he was like 4 years old, because again, he's not from America. And he just wanted to, you know, give a little more background about who he is. He asked if he could kiss her, and I was like, that's what I'm talking about, Dalton. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's gonna make you memorable. So she accepted, and I thought that was cute. Like, he's really, really tall though, and she's really, really small. So I don't really know how they would look together, but whatever. It was cute in the moment. More of Brayden disappointed me. He was talking about, you know, love is selfish, and he was just doing too much still. So whatever, more of him. He seems too immature for marriage, which I did say last week. Even though I liked him, I don't think he was ready for marriage, and yesterday really showed that to me. I feel like he will be a good addition on Bachelor in Paradise, as well as a lot of the other guys on this season seem like they will be good for Bachelor in Paradise. But Charity girl, if you're watching, please just send me a little DM, a little private message letting me know that you did not pick Brayden in the end, okay? He seems like a great guy, a great fun guy, but he just does not seem ready for marriage just yet. She talked to several other guys, but Adrian went and talked to her about Brayden, letting her know that Brayden called her classless, and that got her upset. As she was talking to Adrian, she like made sure to hold his arms, because let me insert a picture of Adrian. Adrian, I guess, really takes care of himself. Let me see, do I have? Oh, okay, well, Yeah, so she made sure she was holding on to his arm, honey, and she looked so tiny next to him, but she seemed comfortable, although he was the second to last person that got the rose, and Brayden was the second to last person to get the rose, and then Brayden was the last person. I think that's how it went. Okay, anyways, let's cut this short because I feel like I really don't like watching long videos. So two Caleb's went home: Josh, John, and Spencer. Those are the guys that went home. There were no surprises there. Of course, Brayden at the end was the one like, hey, let's do the toast. Came up and hugged her, let's do the toast, and he's the one who gave the toast. Like, he's just gonna make sure he gets all the airtime he possibly can. And that, in a nutshell, was the recap of episode 2, season 20 of The Bachelorette. Did you guys enjoy the episode? What were your takeaways? Do you guys enjoy these recaps? Let me know. I want to hear everything you guys have to say. Well, as long as it's good and positive. I want to hear everything you guys have to say in the comments below, and I will see you guys next week for the episode 3 recap of The Bachelorette.